Good evening, ladies and gents. This is Nerd to Human, and welcome back to our Britannia Rebels campaign on Medieval 2 Total War. And you join us with our magnificent army of armoured swordsmen and longbowmen, including some lovely feudal knights as well. We're heading over to Shrewsbury to take back some of the former English territory that the Welsh have taken over. Did last time we headed into Cardiff and took that for ourselves. We're still in the same end turn as last time, and I don't think there's an awful lot more to do other than just start shifting a few lads further forward just to do a little bit of scouting. So, okay, there is still a big force up north. Fine, good to block this then if we want to head over to Montgomery in time. The longer they leave that under our control, the better. So we've got our full stack or so over here. We've got a few more units joining up between the two of them. They can take the two settlements. And over here we can go and take Pembroke as well, which unfortunately had a few troops escape to it last time, but I think will be absolutely fine. We sunk a beautiful Norse boat which had a full stack on, leaving Castletown looking fairly vulnerable if we get the chance to head forward to them. We'll just have to see what this English fleet do. Up north, we took Carlisle with some cheesing, it should be said. Ah, yes, of course, my brother James of Bedford is waiting to murder me. Not our best army in the world, but we'll see what this army wants to do. We know there's a big battle going on around Chester. It might be that they get drawn into that. We shall see, I suppose. Next time we have money, though, we'll keep training more troops at Nottingham. And eventually, we'll head down to York and smash the Baron Alliance. But for now they're hanging outside of Newcastle, so we'll just let them hang around for the time being. Scotland, well, things are pretty much the same as they are. Ibble is, of course, under siege as ever it would be, and, well, Ireland doesn't really exist anymore. But it is probably time to end turn, because there isn't really an awful lot more to do right now. We'll just see how the cookie crumbles. James of Bedford is going to attack us on the bridge, which is an interesting one. Okay. So this is a bridge battle where we've got to defend both sides. So we've got to win nice and quickly against Jimmy and then head over to the other side to defend against this army with lots of longbowmen. Okay, this isn't going to work, is it? We can give it a try. Let's head in. Sadly, I can't see another crossing point for this bridge, so we're going to have to fight on this side. However, in spite of the fact that we do have one of those awkward little river crossings where I can't really get the non-shield side shots, I do at least have a bit of a hill, so we're going to start laying some fire into the back here. You lads all go onto guard mode, and we'll just hopefully chop them down the best we can. Flaming shots into the back of those guys would be absolutely magnificent. As for these lads, let's just hope they don't come too quickly. We've got these guys up on the hill here. Basically, they are going to cover us, and that is all they're going to do. Oh, they're breaking. They're immediately breaking. Okay, that is perfect. Let's just send our horses straight across and get our infantry. I mean, are we better crossing? Yes, we are better crossing. Definitely better crossing. I don't know why I even considered otherwise. Okay. Let's just pull these lads out of the way. Let the horses come through quickly. Let the horses pour over. Keep the fire arrows on these lads as they are running away. Everyone run. Right, hopefully then we're gonna have time to cross, and hopefully these guys definitely will need to sacrifice themselves actually. Okay, horses get going. Right, infantry. I think you just need to get going as well, actually. We'll grab those kerns and just start running. Actually, there's James. Oh no, I forgot about James. Okay, we need to pull back. James is coming. Right, infantry. I forgot about my darn brother. God son it. Okay, all infantry running into position. Horses have been pulled forward. All missiles shoot into the general. No, Kerns. You go over there. Okay, we're going to get all of our infantry. All of our infantry over here are going to guard against Jimmy. And then hopefully we'll be okay. Right, push into him. Get him dealt with. The Kerns apparently throw themselves to the front. Interesting. But we'll just have to see how that goes. Back here, Are they going to actually attack? They've got the longbowmen who are reloading. Okay, just press into them. We can't really have them doing that. Okay, only half of the first army remains. That's fine, but it's mostly my brother, for Pete's sake. Right, have we got him chunked down yet? Not at all. Not at all. Right, infantry, all start piling in. Pile in, off guard mode now. Pile in. We need to get this bridge cleared. We might need these other peasants actually to come and deal with this part of the world because they are not holding. Is that James? Yes! Jimothy is dead! Long live my other brother! And time for their feudal knights to charge into us. Oh dear, we have not bought ourselves enough time. What do we have? What other trash do we have? Honestly, I don't think we have enough trash to do this. Right, all of my men, pile into them. All of you. In fact, there was one unit who was supposed to actually come and help, which is you. Pile. You might have to sacrifice yourself. You're the one unit who's going to throw yourself to the dogs as well. Oh dear, they're broken instantly. That's not good. You're supposed to be running away, archers. Run! Oh dear, we're in a bit of trouble here, Jimmy. Thanks, Jimmy. Thank you. You're going to leave us dead, are you? Okay, well, we're going to do the best we can. You get on top of those feudal knights and guard position. Okay, I think we're going to get the majority over the bridge, which is kind of the plan. Oh dear, lammy dear. Okay, we've got... These guys can all pile into that position. Great news. Our archers, whoever we've got left, you can just... Do we have a hill? We have a hill! Okay. Plonk them up the hill. Just get up there if you can in any way, shape or form. Cavalry, just keep pressing on. We need to keep moving. Everyone, run. Okay, they are distracted by mopping up our sacrifices. Good news indeed. Right, they still have a big pile of longbowmen, sadly. We need to deal with them. They're cavalry going to chase us across, which... Are they? Not yet. Not yet, damn it. I really should have turned timer on for this, because this is the kind of weird battle where... Because they're attacking, but now we're this side of the bridge, the AI might start doing some strange things. We will have to see about all of that. Right. Billman, get yourself into position there. Billman, get yourself into position about there. What have I got? You guys into position there. Oh, the horses have already arrived. You into position over here. Okay, the horses are here. Just start shooting flaming arrows at them, please. Anyone and everyone. Horses, you should be chasing. Okay, these horses were chasing. I'm not sure they are anymore. They probably finished off that unit. You know what? I'm not bothered. I'm not bothered at all. Oh dear. Okay, let's get our cav up here in position. And they are now piling in with all of their cav. All infantry, guard the position. Our archers will have to shoot down from the hills. And we'll just see how we go here. Right, feudal knights, they're shaken. They are heavily outnumbered. They will start to push into us. But there, the general's gone. That is good. The river's quite long. I'm not sure. The longbows probably do have a shot if they are going to stay back there. But they might do what the last army did and get themselves murdered. Indeed, they are now starting to come across. Okay. Spear militia. Armoured swordsmen. Smash into those lads. Right. Infantry. You should all be on guard. Guard. Cav is getting itself back in position. Okay. So these lads are about to get themselves hit by flaming shots just as they arrive. That should do a little bit of morale damage. But all things considered, probably not doing anything at all. But they are wavering and they're broken. Oh, this is good. This is very, very good news indeed. So, spear militia next. Let's start shooting in. Actually, start shooting slightly further back into the pack. That will do me very, very nicely. Send in the 29 to go mop them up. We don't care about them anymore. How are we doing, by the way? 44 to 29. That looks bad, but a lot of those were sacrifices. We might still have enough to hold here. We will have to see about all that. Cavalry are charging to the back of our infantry, just to be confusing. But apart from that, we're doing okay. Alright, get yourselves into position. There are flaming shots coming into the spear militia as they arrive, but they're now here in much, much bigger force. Alright, are we going to do this? Let's speed it up a little bit. Yeah, we got them breaking. Start hitting those, yeah, dismounted feudal knights. They're the ones who are going to be harder to break, and they're arriving with friends. But they've broken too. Armoured swordsmen, they need to go down. Will they break? Oh yeah, this is good. Most of them are broken as they arrive. We are now starting to get a few more. My cav, go mop up these guys as well. They need to go. Infantry are not necessarily going to hold forever, but if we can break enough of them, we'll be okay. Just break them. Enough of them are weak. There are longbowmen now starting to shoot from the back, but if we can break the main force in time, we won't need to worry about any of that. What are we doing? These armored swords? No. They are back in the game. Do not worry about them. Mop up the ones who are still running away. How are we doing in this part of the world? Ooh, this is getting tight now. Spear militia need to go down. They are shooting at us, so we need to break what we can. Start heading into. Okay, some longbowmen out the back. They're slightly concerned at this stage. They're mopping up those lads. That's fine by me. Interesting. This is an odd battle, a very unusual one, and the camera is going all wibble wobble. Alright, they are still sending some of their lads forward. As long as they are doing that, I'm quite happy to keep fighting like this. 77 armoured swordsmen. Okay, we need to start laying the fire on those at the front, actually. They need to be flamed. These guys will break when they arrive, but our lads are struggling against theirs right now. Okay, spear militia at the front. Yeah, just shoot into the pack. Shoot into the pack. Does not matter if we hit our own. Right now, we just need to break them. How are we doing? You're not actually in the battle. Get in there, you fiends. Get in there, you devilish bastards. We need to take them out. No! Okay, they're broken. They're both broken. Good, we've done it. 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 Now, just the armoured swordsman, spear militia, left. Okay, spear militia need to go. This cavalry over here. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? I don't know where you are. Go and mop these guys up now. Where are you, by the way? Oh, they're over here. Hi, lads. Just go mop them up. Bill militia, get your asses back over here. We've got a fight to finish. Spear militia, I reckon, to be honest. Let's just go off the defensive. And on to charge. On to charge for the armoured spearmen. Yep, we're broken. We're breaking them now. They're mailed knights up front. We need to get our archers to start shooting on those mailed knights. Don't think they're coming forward yet, so if they're going to stay back there, no, no. Okay, come back. They're coming for us. Don't charge before we need to. I thought it was just the longbow, but there are a few cavalry still there who are being drawn in. You, my good sirs, are you dealing with everyone like you should? Yes, you are. Good. Keep mopping them all up. Keep charging them down. My general needs to stick with the main pack, though. Flaming arrows coming in. Oh, God, this is a grueling affair, but it is swinging back in our favour. We're just playing a game of cat and mouse right now. Every time I start charging men across, they start actually sending their lads back in this direction as well. So I'm quite happy to pull them in as much as possible. In fact, if they want to come and attack us a bit further back along the ridge, actually, I'm kind of happier with that situation. But there's some of them still alive here. There might have been, you know. It's hard to tell in the darn fog. Okay, we're going to pull back just for the time being, see if we can shoot them as they arrive, because they're still the attackers. They need to come to us. At this point, I do think I need to get my archers forward, because to be honest, we're just getting shot down by them, and I'm just a little bit concerned about it. I'm going to start sending in some of my infantry forward at this point. I don't really want to get stuck in a slugging match with these guys, but I do need to at least start returning the fire on them. So let's just get some ordinary shots into whatever we can. Hit those mailed knights first and foremost, but to be honest, just whatever we can do, we should probably be doing. Get the Kerns in as backup. We might not be able to do this, but it's going to be darn close. We're going to wipe out a lot of their forces as well as ours here. It is down to, what, 59.67. I'm quite happy standing this side of the river, to be honest, but you know what? It's fine. This is, yeah, this is where the timer is a slight issue because they don't really have a lot of reason to want to cross at this point, do they? They're quite happy shooting us, but they got longbowmen at the front. Oh yeah, that's good. We'll start taking these guys out. They're wavering, so are we, I suspect, but it's fine by me. We'll start getting some flaming shots on the next row. Yeah, to start hitting the guys behind, and I think we'll be in a good position. Their archers are still just taking shots, all infantry. Just need to get piling in at this point, and cavalry is very experienced. I don't want to send it in until the very death if I can avoid it. Let's just get both of those into position. These guys are probably tired. Yep, these guys are completely fresh though. The general, full stack, silver chevron. He could be very, very effective indeed. So we're just going to push forward our lads and hopefully they won't break us. But we're in a big pile. They're in a big pile. It's all a little bit messy at this point, isn't it? So to shoot into those longbowmen, we've got a break. It's actually weirdly the unit behind, not the unit at the front. But that might be because they were running away. So let's just start piling all of these guys through. Come on, pile them through. Oh, there's a big volley coming in now. Pile through them. That should break them. There we go. It's another break. And hopefully the breaks are going to help trigger a little bit more. 29.87. Okay, there are some smaller units here. If I can pick on them. 29. Try and pile into them, if at all possible. I have one unit breaking. Oh, many of them are breaking. Time to send the horses. Time to send the horses across and start piling through. Archers are sort of in the way. It's kind of okay. They're down to 14. They're down to 26. Oh, it's just some mailed knights at the front who need to go down, and I think we're going to chunk them ahoy. Victory is ours! Take that, you English scum. And we'll try and mop up as much as we possibly can. Get all the cav across. Infantry, charge them down. Archers, you get your asses over as well because you're in the way right now, quite frankly. Let's mop them up. The exhausted unit are desperately trying to get themselves into and through these guys. They're not quite going to be as successful as I would hope, but we have between us done a very, very good job. I think the militia lads have escaped, but I did prioritise the longbowmen over them. So yeah, the longbows have been eliminated in that part of the world. There's a few more spear militia over here. These cav can probably just about catch those guys. We can try. But yes, a glorious victory for us here today. Nice work. Okay, and I think it looks like they are vanquished. Oh, brutal. Oh, it was Captain Thomas taking on my brother James of Bedford. Oh, that's even better. Magnificent news. In typical AI fashion, it's immediately followed up with a ridiculous battle which need not happen. How they have decided that they know we're in this forest, I have no idea, but the game clearly just knows where you are. So we're going to withdraw, we're going to immediately get attacked anyway, and our spy unit over Trim will sadly be eliminated. Very, very sad indeed. But those Kerns, as we know, are terrible, so they killed literally no one. Well done, my good sirs. Literally no one. Utter fools, the lot of them. Okay, we now have a full stack. Interesting. Right. We have a few Welsh lads over here who are coming for us. Now we can't do anything about this guy until this one's gone. Okay, that's interesting. I think then, yes, we'll do it on the field of battle. That's how battles work. Okay, fine. So his army is solid and experienced. That's kind of terrifying. And he has Sherwood archers. Okay, that's also terrifying. So my longbowmen are actually have their match here. Slightly concerning, isn't it? Slightly concerning indeed. Well, what we can do at the very least is get these guys in the reinforcements. Lovely. We'll just grab them there and see what they want to do. As for this situation, slightly more awkward than I envisaged. Oh yes, a lovely battle against England over there. Right, well, let's just head into Pembroke, shall we? We'll have a little scout and just see what's around the corner. Who is my battered unit around here? Actually, with this lad, you head over Okay, there is one lad over there, but that's not an awful lot. Let's come and take this little fort. I'm now in the way of the fort. Weirdly, it's got terrible vision, but we'll just have to deal with that. Fine, we'll leave those 46 behind. Pembroke, don't see anyone else turn up anytime soon. See if we can get a tower or two. Let's get 2 towers. Not the worst idea. It's just a castle. We do, though, have a general to take out, as well as some battered units. I think they got some new units at the end turn, though, so that might be more tricky than initially expected. Fine. The Welsh are putting up resistance. Didn't see that one coming. I finally reinforced Oxford. And immediately they've... I sent it out about a turn later. This has been empty for all of time. All of time I've left Oxford empty. No one's attacked. A turn after I actually had an army there and I send it north. They go for it. Oh well, we'll take out this guy. We'll send some of them to go and reinforce. That's fine by me. You know what? Let's head up north and figure out what we're doing here. Because, ooh, the Norse at Perth. That's an interesting one. Very interesting one indeed, because I'm tempted to move forward, but not if that's the situation. No. I could actually get my boats and just go around it. That's also tempting. We'll see if the Norwegians will actually attack, because I'm a bit concerned they didn't bother to. Maybe they're just coming for me. They clearly don't fancy their chance with Glasgow. You know what? When they get our boats, there's the English fleet. That's fine. They're the ones I was concerned about. We'll go and attack these boats. Oh, that's a sunk ship. Beautiful news. Alright, we'll go and block the pass over here. Where can you get to? About there. Fine, we'll back you up then. They can still get through if they want, but at least it gives us an idea of what's going on, because we have Aaron and Ely and Ibble. Lovely, lovely news. Okay, I think I need to have a little peruse around. Actually, you know what? We have the battle to do, don't we, over here near not Oxford, wherever this place is. In we go. Oh, he doesn't want to do it anymore. That's interesting. That's very interesting indeed. Well, we're going to do it anyway. So we have Custenin of Lynn Kerechbach, and I do not speak Welsh, so that was probably terrible. He's aspiring commander, but not much more than that right now. Let it in. Let's take him out. Well, as we start the battle, we are in range, or just about teetering on the edge of range, as they are still organising themselves, which I would suggest very much works in our favour. We're going to get all of our cav out to this flank here. I've sent my reinforcements currently on attack, just to see if we can push them around a little bit. Quite happily go onto defensive in a moment if I don't want them to get shot, because they don't have any range and they have quite a lot of archers on their force. We need to be a bit careful about all of that nonsense. But we are shooting down a few of the Sherwood archers who they have 2 hit points or something stupid. Indeed they do, as well as a melee attack of 14. So we do need to be a little bit careful about all of that nonsense. We do need to just charge into them. If I'm honest, that's pretty much what's about to happen. As are the rest of our archers, we should probably just be shooting at whatever we can, which is probably mostly these lads. So we'll pick our targets and we'll shoot them down, and then we'll start heading into these lot. Actually, all of this might as well start rushing forward a little bit, because if we can keep them moving, we'll just shoot them down a little bit. Okay, we're charging in with the reinforcements. We're mostly infantry, which is good to see. These guys are about to get demolished, hopefully. And by demolished, I mean tickled and little more than that. Sadly, they did not do very much. They did a little bit to that one unit, but not as much as you might hope. These guys need to run into position on that hill, please. That would be great. Go onto defensive for the moment. But we are getting ourselves closer and closer. Right, let's just get these archers over on this flank. The archers, the cavalry, that's what they are. They're horses, Thomas. Well done, well done, well done. Let's just hit them as much as we can. We want them to keep dancing because they are now in position, which means they are hitting us and we're not currently hitting them, which is not what we want to see at all. So charge them down. We've got a very weird angle. We're going slightly uphill here, but... oh, there's some arrows. Probably hitting most of our own as well, but hit those guys, hit the riffle lads. And that's a break, and that's a demolish. Wherever there was one. Okay. Aggressive stance, please, my good sir. Aggressive stance. You pull out to that flank and we'll just keep these two coming out here. Our archers are now attacking them. All infantry. Can we just run into position at this point? I'm quite happy doing that. As long as they're they got a load of javelins or stuff thrown at them. They are not very happy. So we'll not worry about them too much for the time being, but we're going to keep getting our cav around to the flanks and see what is what. I need to press the right button. Our general's been killed! Oh, by Jove, he somehow managed to be the one lad who got himself poked, did he? Oh well, it's not the end of the world. So, Spear Militia, you charge into them, you get into them, you get into them. Let's just pin them in hand-to-hand combat. That is what will work for us. Can my reinforcements do what I've told them and be aggressive, please? That would be lovely. Thank you. My cav has smashed into the rear. Honestly, you should probably get out of there because as much as you're decent, you're not good enough for that. Yeah, they're slightly in trouble now, aren't they? They are indeed, and they've both broken, which is not ideal. Not ideal at all. Right, let's just get into the flank of these because these are experienced spearmen we're taking on. Can my reinforcements arrive, please? Anytime soon, that'd be great. All my longbowmen, please aim at their general. He needs to go down. Very much in our favour. Yeah, we're losing too much though because we've not got quick enough at getting around them like we're supposed to. You guys pile into them. That'd be perfect. They've both fled. Useless. Useless, lads. Can you please get more aggressive? I've asked you to get in and attack. You're just standing there like numpties. Take them down. That's what I need from you. Right, the archers hopefully are shooting at the general, which is what I've asked them to do. The rest are just stuck in a slugging match. At this point, lads, get yourself onto defensive because I just need to hold position whilst hopefully the reinforcements bother turning up. Okay, half of them remain. Get on top of those Sherwood archers who are in that flank over there. Everyone else is on guard just to hold as much of the army together as possible. That's the general. That's fine. We're going to actually aim for these guys, not for those lads. Ha 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 ha. General is, with any luck, that's the reinforcement cav who's thrown themselves away apparently, because why wouldn't they? That would be useful, wouldn't it, to do something other than that. Fine, 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 fine. Our cav are going to mop up all of that. Infantry are going to charge forward. And to be honest, they're probably actually going to go and get around the flank. Right, at least we're charging in, piling in now. That should be that general actually getting chunked away. We've got the infantry on top of them. Took their sweet time to reinforce, but they finally bothered. And it's too late, I've already won. Well done, lads. Well done. Only turn up when you know you're about to win, why don't you? Okay, well, archers... I was a bit worried about it because there were an awful lot of archers there. I think it was the arrow that got him in the end, which is good news. So I'm just going to send my archers just to run. Stop killing our own men at this point. Spearmen. No, let's get the Hellwing lads. Let's just remind myself which are which here. Yes, you're obviously the longbowmen, but these guys. Oh, those are the basic bowmen. I wasn't really sure what unit that was. Victory is officially ours though, and honestly, I reckon we should just try and get on top of as many as we can, and hopefully we'll never see them again because the Welsh have lots and lots more armies than I was aware of, which is awfully annoying because I want them to all be gone so that I can have my victory. But it looks at the reinforcement army being in good shape. At least we've got most of the army. Well, ultimately, I would say Captain Humphrey at least turned the tide in terms of morale, but he certainly could have done more to help, especially as he was on aggressive stance. Well, I told him to get in when they were closer than I was, but hey-ho, job done ultimately. There's only 70 men remaining, and that's all we wanted. And with that, he's at least cleared off the Darn map, although there's probably a bit of retraining to do. Sadly, it looks like you're going to have to head back to Nottingham, my good sir. And this army might well have to deal with these lads. So we're going to head back towards Oxford and see where they go. In fact, I might just click on them, just make sure we track them. Now, these chaps don't want to face them in the field, so we're going to head over there, back into the fort. That's fine by me. Gloucester definitely needs to get some reinforcements with that big stack around. This is not enough to hold a fort against all of that, I wouldn't think, especially with a catapult. But they might just be going for Cardiff. If they are, I don't really care. they can have it back. Actually, I don't want them to have it back, but you know, I'm not too bothered either. Over to Captain Thomas, and of course, might as well take my fort, but to be honest, let's just merge what we've got. We'll leave the 27 kerns behind, because we all know that they're pointless, and Lancaster can become under siege with a terrible, terrible army. Here's a reinforcement force who probably will kill us. In fact, this will probably kill us. But you know what? We're just going to test our luck with good old Captain Thomas. See what you can do. That's just a bonus army, all things considered. We seem to have a terrible but large enough force over in Newcastle. Okay, I'm going to have a little look around, see whether it's best to spend my money. Before we end the turn, I think I might as well start mopping up these lads because if I'm honest, they're not doing anything other than kind of scaring and threatening me. So, yeah, it's just some scraps left from an earlier failed siege by the looks of it, but there is a general. It could actually be quite tough if we're not careful. I'd much rather face them in the city, but I'd much rather they're just dead. So let's head in. Lucky for us, we do have ourselves a lovely hill to tackle them with, so we're just going to shoot them down as they arrive. Hopefully we won't have too much to deal with. The Sami Axemen seem to be wearing their shields on their back, which is rather silly. You should probably put your axes somewhere and hold up your shield whilst you're climbing the hill at the very least. But hey ho, I won't tell them how to die. They will though soon run into a big pile of bikes, and that is also another way for them to die. So they're going to, attempt and fail desperately to run through the bikes. We're on guard. We are not on guard. That's fine by me. Quite happy for these guys actually to push themselves out to the flank at this point. Get yourselves out there. The archers are going to do their job, just shooting into the bodyguard at the rear. And okay, Cav are running into the pikes, which is ideal. Let's just put these town militia also onto guard mode just to keep them in position long enough for these peasants to do their job, and the kerns for that matter, because we all know what they're going to do. Okay, just stop there, and just hit those guys. You hit those guys, just ignore the general. He's doing weird things that I don't like, such as running into, the rear of his army. That was a demolishing charge by like 4 horses, which wasn't ideal, but we at least managed to finish off that particular flank. Okay, at this point, it's just the general really, isn't it? It's just the general. Everyone charge, everyone charge. Get that general out of there as well. Shoot him down. Holly bars are going to do their job. Yeah, border horse on this occasion, but yeah, I think we've got them. Lucky for us, we're much faster than them, so I'm pretty certain we should catch this general before he flees here today. It does indeed seem that way, so with any luck, we've got them all. Yes, indeed, he's down, and hopefully the city is safe. I'm a bit confused as to why this battle here with my 41 men is deemed as 4-1. I mean, fine, Trebuchet and Catapult. I'm pretty sure that the men controlling them would be able to defeat these 41. Plus, they have their own full unit with the shields as well. But you know what? I'll take the auto-resolve, which apparently is defeat. There we are. Very, very strange bit of prediction there from the computer. And we've lost ourselves a port. Probably should have demolished it, but not the end of the world. Wales are going to go and besiege the fort and another fort. Let's not worry about that, shall we? And another fort. Fine. They're just there to distract them anyway, but they are at least sensible enough to take them out with like 1 unit. This guy is spending his whole time doing nothing other than besieging these guys. Fine. This is the predictable battle over here. Sorry, Thomas. That was kind of me dropping the ball. Let's just retreat. Let's retreat to somewhere where we're not surrounded by more enemy. Why do we retreat there? God only knows. Okay, we've now retreated into even more units. Excellent. Okay, they may well get revenge for the death of my brother. I mean, instantly, the narrator, has decided that the battle is going brutally against us. Can't say I disagree, but yeah, not necessarily ideal. We're at least shooting these longbowmen down with our own archers nice and early. Let's just start charging our cav, because honestly they might as well get into the battle. They're pretty experienced, these cavalry actually. What are these archer militia doing? Utter madmen, there are a lot of them. Fine, all missiles just start shooting into someone. I don't know, the longbowman, I guess. Smash into these lads. That'll be nice. There's a break. Pull out of there immediately. Good news. Something went our way. Hooray! The rest is not going to go quite so well, I somehow imagine. Right, these guys are experienced, so as we line ourselves up, we are going to smash into them. All infantry charge! And I somehow fluffed the charge there. These guys were supposed to be charging, but they seem to have failed. Oh, that was a horrible, horrible hit on all of our lads. Okay, you guys hit them. Cavalry seem to have got themselves stuck in an awkward position. Maybe just run through them, lads. Maybe we should. We're kind of in trouble, aren't we? Yeah, we're in a lot of trouble. It's fine. The flaming shots are somehow actually doing amazing work at hitting us. Either it's very, very experienced or this is kind of ridiculous. Look at that shot! I mean, that is absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. I'm not having that. Get my cavalry out to that flank. You hit those lads. Everyone else, do something, I guess. See what you can do. You just go and mop them up. I'm not dealing with those guys again later. There's 30 of them. You should be able to win. They won't. There we are. They've burnt some of their own lads to death, which is what you want to see. Everyone else, go onto guard mode and just see what, if anything, you can do, for Pete's sake. In comes the cavalry charge, because what else are we going to do today? As always, they will get completely stopped by that, but apparently the game was still happy to call it a charge, which is very nice indeed. So we'll just get on top of that, which is good. Charge back into them, shoot into them, stuff is happening, reinforcements are going to come kill us. They've got armoured swordsmen. I mean, we just don't have any good unit here to go and do the job. But there we go. Death to our general. Might have actually been an arrow, not a sword. Who even knows at this point? But we have at least done a very good job of mopping up those lads. Okay, the general. Okay, Thomas is very dead. Captain Edmund. Captain Edmund, where did Thomas go? Maybe Thomas stayed in the city. Maybe he lives on the river now. Maybe he's just the river troll. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Let's just... They're so eager. We are not. I mean, we're doomed, and I haven't bothered fighting this battle in any sensible way. But we're gonna keep trying. Damn it, we're gonna keep trying. These guys are gonna charge into the rear and just have their heroic death at this point. This was a good army. Damn it! Why have I thrown them away? Why? I threw them all away. And it's just 15 billmen out of the edge of the battlefield who are still fighting, apparently. Okay, well, you know what? We did 27%. That's something. That's okay. We killed the catapults. It's still good. It's still good. I'll be honest, I may have got a little bit ahead of myself there. I did the classic thing of, let's not do any planning, which I normally do plenty of scouting and planning. I didn't do any. This is what happens when you don't. Well, it's a new dawn and a new day, and I think it's time to start getting my boats up to Skye, because I do have a few boats in this part of the world, and you know what? They might as well get themselves busy and take an army from Skye up to... Is this Stornoway up here? I can't actually remember. And then we got Mull as well. And I would like to go and grab those islands if at all possible. We are still being besieged here. What do they have? Not a lot. I'll give it one more turn, and if they don't come in next end turn, we'll worry about that one in the future. Fine, fine, fine. What we need to do, though, is head into Pembroke, which we've done before, and to be honest, this could be a bloody one, but I reckon we've got it. It's just a case of getting the angles right. Good old Rodri over here. So, he has marks of war, which is unfortunate. Silly beliefs. Oh, what a silly, silly sausage. Oh, well, you know what? We've got a few armoured swordsmen. They have, yeah, they have some unpronounceable spearmen, but aside from that, Gwent Raiders are okay. They have some of the Riffelweir, or whatever they're supposed to be pronounced. And other than that, it's a lot of battered stuff from the earlier battles. So take care with the general, take care with 1 or 2 units. But in general, we should be fine. Let's head in. It's some fairly standard tactics for us here today, but unfortunately we do have this slight bit of damaged wall, which actually works very much in their favour. I'm assuming with this level of damage we cannot cross, which means the only way of taking over the gatehouse is through this side of the battlefield, which is going to be much more defended and by these lads. So that's slightly problematic. Of course, we are sending our biggest strength over in this direction to go and grab ourselves this beautiful spot as ever we are. But they do have themselves some nice missile lads and the Gwent Raiders over there to help them. So we're going to send in their heavy lads to go and mop up the Gwent Raiders, who are only kind of medium light infantry. And then the Spear Militia can take out those lads without any problems. Likewise, we can win that battle. This is just a matter of it not burning down, which at the moment looks kind of tricky because the AI like to burn my things, whereas I like to not have it go my way. So we'll see how all of that goes in time. I'm just going to send all these guys running forward. I wouldn't mind taking this over ASAP. There are no one up in this tower. Okay, there's no one in that tower, which is interesting. They might well start giving up on some of this stuff. I'm going to send them up in that direction. There's only 2 ladders though, which is going to make it very slow in that part of the world. Really, the main bit of battle is going to be over here, so we should really focus on that as they start to climb the ladders. We are losing quite a lot of our men against these Gwent Raiders, which is not what I was expecting to see. Not going down nearly as quickly as I'd like, but hopefully as we start to take more of, well, get more men up here, it will go in our favour. We are slowly chunking our way through these lads, but that's partly because they've sent reinforcements in, which is not ideal. We are gradually winning the battle, but it's a little bit painful for us right now, if I'm honest. These lads are getting up there. Welsh Hunters, get yourself up onto the walls when you can. The Spearmen can stay there, and these guys can just do something, I don't know, do something useful. Oh, they've sent some Spearmen up here. That's what's happening. Okay, no. Hunters, don't start climbing. Hunters, you stay down there. No. Send these guys up. I missed that bit entirely. That was very much what was happening. Okay, send them into the tower. You, my good sirs. What do I want them to do? I want them to come around here as well. We are doing okay. These lads over here, are you winning yet? You are beating the Gwent Raiders now. You've got enough men up on the walls, but you were struggling before that. But we have lost our others, which is not what I had in mind. No. Okay. This is going a little bit more difficultly. This is going more difficultly than I anticipated. Let's send some of the Spear Militia. Actually, they're the Longbowmen. Send these lads over here. That's fine. You get into that position. Archer Militia, you're supposed to get up onto the walls by the gates. So you go and do that. You, my good Longbowman, sir, you get yourself up right there. That'll be beautiful. Everyone to start running. We could do with some reinforcements very soon indeed. You get yourselves over here. Okay, these guys are going to have to do the job by themselves. The problem is, it wasn't just those archers. I did miss that we actually have their heavy axemen over here, who is slightly more of a problem. Slightly more of a problem, it should be said. Now, these guys are still getting themselves shot. They're a long way out, so I'm going to have to send them further away, which is upsetting, but it is just the way it's got to be. So we're going to attack these lads. They're not particularly strong, my guys, but we'll just have to beat them with sheer numbers. Some of them apparently are trying to go up the ladders. Utter numpties. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know. Now, as for all of this, how are we doing over here? We have plenty of men, but I'm not sure enough of it's going the right way. Send up the billmen as well, please. Flaming arrows, they are eager. They shouldn't be with all this fire, but apparently they are. We're broken as well. Okay, this is not going in our favour, in spite of what you say, my good sir. You can say whatever you want, but it's clearly not in our favour. Get up on the walls, spearmen. We need you. As for the archers, you can follow them in a moment. Just let them get in first. Fine. Pile in. These guys are still fighting. That's good. What about these lads? They're making their way through. The Gwent Raiders are over there. Let's go and hit the riffle, lads. I think we should have this on this side, just about. These guys are taking some of the hits, and they have been, certainly, from the castle. Just got 2 spear militias just standing there getting shot. Oh, God, oh, golly, gosh. 20, 19. We're slowly whittling them down. But this side, this has been a bit more brutal for us. Okay, we're going to start sending these guys in up the ladders because the ladders are now safe entry points. We needed to start pushing forward with these guys. These guys have broken them, which is good news indeed. Spear Militia need to start moving. I'm just going to send them here for now just to make sure we got this covered. But we have lost the other particular flanks, so we're going to start needing to send the archers up here post-haste. We've lost this side of the battlefield. Although we do have longbowmen up here doing some work shooting at these guys, which is interesting. I think we're just shooting these guys from down here, which just means we're getting shot to death slowly. You know what, lads? I think you can pull back for the time being. Don't get yourself completely murdered. No need for any of that. Longbowmen, go off fire and just start. What? Oh, he was a swordsman, wasn't he? Which means we've lost this end of the battlefield, doesn't it? That's not ideal, especially as the archers are just arriving. Okay, are you going to rout immediately? I hope not. I don't know. They haven't yet. That's interesting. Right, tell militia, get yourself. For Pete's sake, this is so awkward. Let's just have a little bit of a status update here because it's a bit of an odd battle, but over on this side of the battlefield, where of course this demolished wall here means that nothing more can really happen, we're just shooting at their guys who are apparently just marching. I don't really know what's happening there. It's fine. We've now got the gatehouse because the archers have finally done what I've asked them to do, which is go over here. These lads are getting shot, but it's fine. We are now shooting onto the plaza because we've got ourselves longbowmen up on the walls here. What we need to do. What are you doing? Those town militia broke. There were 94 of them. Why have you broke? There was no one here. Why did they break? I am so confused. Okay, those infantry are over here. Please just, you guys shoot at them. This is a painful affair. But we're doing okay. I'm just going to go send these spearmen into around about this position just to make sure that we've got someone on the walls in case they start shooting at us. But I think in general we've got it. We've just lost basically all our infantry. For some reason the game has done the standard thing where it sent them to go and fight. You're supposed to go around the wall. You're not supposed to. You're the only infantry left. Why did you do this, Brian? Right, everyone, shoot into them. Just shoot into that general. He's right there. He's in a beautiful position. Just get him shot down. These archers over here, you're useless, aren't you? Oh, they've even got a shot. Even they have a shot at this point. Fine. Try and get yourself up on this wall, please. They're broken as well. Of course they are. Of course they are. They couldn't walk from, where were they? Here to here without getting off the wall. Because of course they couldn't. And now they're going to rout down here. Brilliant. Also, I didn't notice this before, but the Welsh have a statue to Steve here in town, which is very, very nice indeed. Sadly, he looks awfully like some of these utter numpties here who are getting themselves killed at the moment. But hey-ho, maybe he's not as stupid as he looks. Oh, some of these Spearmilitia have actually decided they want to fight again now we're winning. Utter rude numpties. Fine. You guys need to just shoot them rather than actually fight them. You do realise this, right? By far the best. Ow! Blooded. Yeah, just start shooting them. Just start shooting them. Shoot them. There we go. That will absolutely demolish them. Look at them. Currently 10. And, well, we've certainly taken a lot of knocks on them. There we are. We routed them straight away. Only killed like 3 with the volley, but we routed them, which is all you need to do. Right, this should have been simpler than this. What are you doing? Don't do it as well. No. Don't join. Oh, for Pete's sake. I think he's trying to charge down these spearmen who are currently routing, are they? Inside the tower. I think that's what's happening. Anyway, let's just go send the cav and this one unit over here to go and deal with him. Just see if we can mop him up for the time being. We're out of arrows. Well, that is not good news. We're not yet out of arrows, but they do have some left, so we're just going to start shooting at them. We do have more arrows from our other lads, but this could be fun yet. Aha! The general has been killed at last with fantastic view glitching through the siege tower there. Took us long enough. He was actually stuck in the tower, I think, because it was a long time ago that I stopped looking at that. I've spent about 2 or 3 minutes giving orders since. So apparently we're struggling to kill him, but we've killed him now, which is very nice news indeed. Let's just send those cavalry and all of that nonsense into the city. We'll see what chaos ensues as a result of that, but it does look like pretty much everyone is dead. Why are you down here? Apparently there's some armoured swordsmen down here. You know what? That's not the end of the world. It's the kind of battle where both units rout when they hit each other, which is what just happened to this armoured swordsman as they hit those spearmen. Absolutely spectacular. We have at least got some new archers to come and hopefully finish this job at some point in the next year. What a ridiculous battle this has been, as well as that opening one on the river. A bit of a strange old episode this, but we're making progress. Victory is officially ours, and if I'm honest, I would quite like to desperately finish it, but I still feel like we should kill these lads properly. Although apparently we've run out of ammo. I can't be bothered. You know what? We'll just declare victory. They'll be awed by this absolute mess. What was this battle? One way or another, we did get the job done at the very least, and Pembroke is ours. It's English soil, and we'll just demolish the things we don't want. Marvellous. We'll repair the hole in the wall. We'll get a few of our spearmen back because God knows we need them. Welsh longbowmen, okay, they apparently are only 6 on the old damage. Is that all they are as well? That's very strange. I didn't think they were that low, but apparently they are. Nonetheless, we hopefully can keep moving some of our lads forward. We have a bit more money now to spend, so I'll plot how we're going to spend that, and hopefully we can, well, stabilise a little bit, because I feel like things have gone a little bit strange this episode. Ridding ourselves of the army outside Ibble probably isn't the worst idea. It's nothing particularly worrisome. A few infantry units, we'll just charge them. I'm sure we'll be fine. In come their infantry, and our archers have not run away like they're supposed to, so oh well, they're going to die. Right, smash into those semi-axemen, please. You smash into those lads, and we will smash into these chaps here. Comes a big charge that will hopefully demolish that unit. Well, it looks like we've got a break anyway. There we are, double break, triple break, quadruple break, and it seems like we are pretty much done. Lovely news indeed. Just the 1 unit of Viking Raiders at the back. Missiles, if you'd like to shoot them down, that would be ideal. Infantry, just hold a position, please. Apparently I've grabbed the guys from inside the city there, but no need to worry about that. Oh, cavalry, don't charge into them. That's the one thing you shouldn't do. Yeah, just pull out of it. Don't lose too many. No need to die there. Nice skaba. Anyway, infantry, just charge forward at them as well. They're only shaken, but they'll soon be dead, so let's not worry too much. These guys, likewise, just get behind them, and the battle will be won. So with Scotland better defended, then I think it's time to head back down south. We've got a few more battles to take care of, although probably only time for one quick one here today. Newcastle's a bit of an awkward one. They're actually standing on the Tyne, which does mean that this army taking on what looks like a big pile of ballistas, probably not the best idea. We don't really have any range, or indeed the cavalry to deal with that, so perhaps in time we'll send some reinforcements around. We have got some new cavalry over here in Dumfries. The point of them, I think, was actually to come over here, so I will send them in that direction. We'll see what we can do with them, but for now we probably need to do something else. I want to sally at Oxford, and I do want to take care of this big battle at Shrewsbury. That will probably be next time. I think this one should be a little bit of a simpler affair. It's not a bad army, by the way. Some decent troops, some proper spearmen, and a lot of their archer lads, particularly the longbow lads. But to be honest, I've got cav. I'm going to throw away my cav once again, ladies and gents, but I think we'll be absolutely fine. We don't have the missiles particularly in this army, so it's just going to be charge in and slaughter them. In we go with the charge then at the Battle of Kidlington, and hopefully we're going to instantly demolish a couple of these units. It certainly looks that way because they've sent all of their lovely juicy archers right to the front, which is just perfect and what we want to see. Some of these lads are routing in spite of the fact that they've charged in as heavy cav into archers, but there we are. That is just the world that we live in. Infantry are slowly moving forward. Where was I sending them? Oh yeah, we might as well just start charging. Just start charging, my good sirs. Right. Let's go and hit the next unit, my good lads. My good lads, get forward. We're just going to pile in. This is beautiful. Right, they do have some infantry hiding around. I think, though, to be honest, it's time just to pick our target. So you, my good sirs, in there, you in there, you in there. Hither, hither, and something along that line as well. You get into that flank. You get into those guys who are some kind of archermen. And honestly, we're just going to start sending people into the rear just to see where they end up. That would be perfect. There we go. These cav are just going to chase them down, keep on running into them. Gwent Raiders got demolished by a poke from the cav, which is just an accidental tap, but hey ho. I will happily take that. Our general's got himself killed. I don't quite know how, but apparently he has. What a fool. What an utter fool. We'll send him out of the battle at this point. I think we're quite happy to send most our lads in. Longbowmen, stand your ground. And don't need to worry about any more of that. We're just going to charge on forward. Cavalry, get yourselves around the flank if you can. Don't really know what's going on, ladies and gents. It's just one big deathly affair at this point. Send these guys off in this direction. Some of our cav have got back into battle, so probably not the worst to do to send them off to this flank as well. These guys have started to get in the flank where I sent them earlier in the day. And it's probably a good idea then to start pushing onwards. These guys are running. I can't see what's happening. There's too many trees. Warhammer does many weird things with Total War, but it does at least chop away trees, which is very, very useful indeed. It does look like they're mostly running away, but it's hard to really tell what's happening at this point. This is where on Rome Total War I would love to play as... I'd love to be able to play as the Germans a little bit more. They have a fantastic, interesting army, but sadly, you end up with too many forest battles where you don't know what's happening, which is slightly annoying. Let's just start running into this part of the world. Send these lads in here. Send the cav. Ah, the cav are hiding in the forest. Well done, my sirs. These have actually charged in and apparently got themselves killed a little bit, and they've pulled out. They've fled. Well done. You get out of there as well. Apparently they're both useless and got themselves killed. Oh well, it's fine. Good tidings, my generals. Good tidings. Their general is dead and I have no idea what's going on. But all I know is victory will soon be upon us, apparently. We spent 20 minutes on the opening battle and God knows, I've just to cut this down to like 3 because I don't know what's happening. Good news, the part of the battlefield I can actually see, we have ourselves a victory or two. We've managed to finally catch up with this unit. We've cleared them out. These guys are being mopped up. And it looks like we've apparently won the battle, in spite of the fact that I have no idea what has happened pretty much from start to finish. Victory is ours. Okay, we'll mop them up. Well, in the end, it turns out I did a very good job indeed. Only 14% lost, 90% of theirs. A heroic victory. And with that, the army outside Oxford have been vanquished and our force is ready to plod on back into the field. Honestly, I'll probably just leave. You know what, I don't mind keeping these guys with me because they're quite strong. We'll leave one spear militia behind, send these guys back in the direction of Shrewsbury, which next time, that is definitely going to go down. We'll get our lads over to, I'm going to call that Warwick Castle. I'm not really sure where we are, but it's not too far off being Warwick. So we'll take that. And yes, Captain Onsell over here will head into Shrewsbury for the big old affair. I want to figure out what we're doing up north in Newcastle as well. If you're unaware at this point, by the way, I'm pretty sure Wales have, what, 1, 2, 3 settlements. England have 1 settlement. Actually, no. Do they have 2? Are there 2 there? They got this one back? Yes, they got those 2 settlements. And the Brown Alliance have York, which is here somewhere. So, and Scotland have 2. So we have 3 factions with, 4 factions with 3 or less cities remaining. So we're probably going to have a mass faction destroyed in the next few episodes, but we'll see how long that takes us. For now, I think it's probably a good time to leave it here. We'll finish up looking over, where was it? The river. Here we are, where Brother James died earlier today. Thank you for joining me. I'm Tom, Assistant Nurse to Human, and this has been a Britannia Rebels campaign on Medieval 2 Total War. Thank you, and bye-bye. Today we're going to go for particularly aggressive diplomacy. Oh! Oh yes, it worked. Kablamo! You were always going to die, Steve. Oh! My feudal knights! My crispy, crispy feudal knights! The ram's burning! Right at the death!